Welcome. Hello, YouTube. I heard my first 30 videos are going to suck, so if you're here, I'm so excited. Congratulations. Let's see how it goes. My name's Fiona. I'm a somatic healing coach. I'm all about helping people release stress, trapped emotion, rewire their limiting beliefs so that they can step into their highest and best self. That's what I'm about. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm more of a claircognizant, meaning I just know things. I can't explain why. I just know it. So this is called the Honest Hour, where we can both just let our guard down and relate. A lot of YouTube and I see it all the time on TikTok and Instagram. Everyone's just like, hey, this is 5 ways that you can manifest. This is the way you're going to make money or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of noise out there. And that's not what I want this to be. This is more like, hey, come, chill out. Let's have a conversation, just relating human to human. Experience, strength, and hope. I teach people in my classes that the day of the guru is over. We are our own teacher. We are our own healers. And so all I want is to shine the light back onto what you know and what's true for you, because you ultimately are going to be the one to take yourself to the other side. And do we need guides? For sure. Do we need support? Absolutely. Do we need a safe space to work it out? Yeah, we do. Are those places available? They're becoming so more and more because more and more people are understanding. For me, honestly, it wasn't until a few years ago that I finally looked at my husband and I said, I finally feel safe. I finally feel safe. I'm a woman who has been living in fight or flight for, I would say, most of my life. And the ironic thing is that I'm born and raised on the big island of Hawaii. I'm from the most beautiful place in the world. But it wasn't necessarily the environment. In fact, the environment saved my life. When I was scared or didn't have anywhere to go, it was the island that loved me, that became the safe place. And I can get really woo-woo on you, and I probably will. The stars were my friends. I could hear the wind talk to me and comfort me, the rain wash away my emotions, the ocean and the sun just charging me, loving me, letting me know everything's going to be okay. And I remember always looking up at the stars or out on the horizon, knowing, I came here for a reason. I came here for a reason. And I'm going to make this life count. I get emotional even saying that because it's been one of my driving, motivations through my whole life. It made me get off the island. It made me go for my dreams. It made me dive into sobriety when I didn't really want that, because there was a part of me that knew I was here for something more than just to be just another life. Just another life. We'll figure it out in the next one. For some reason, I heard that I had to make this life count, and I really wanted to get out of my own way so that I could really step into my pure potential. So some of the pillars that I believe in is rigorous honesty, integrity, and dropping all the pretense, dropping all that other bullshit. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. So the intention of this is to create a space where you can just let your guard down, listen, take what you like, leave the rest. If you have questions, please drop them below. If you're an asshole and you're trolling, then go somewhere else. I don't need that. I'm kind of hoping that the day of the trolls is kind of fading out, right? It's just so clear that people who do that are just so unhappy and are hurting. And hurt people. So, you don't have to agree with everything I say. Say what you mean, but don't be mean. Treat everyone here with love and respect, and they'll treat you the same. My goal here is to get this kind of rolling. I'm finally ready to get on YouTube after years of people telling me to get up there. But right here, right now, we're just taking this one step at a time, and I'm so stoked you caught me on a good hair day, because that's kind of a miracle in itself. So the topic I want to talk about is self-love. Self-love. It's taken me a long time to finally get to a place where I'm like, I like myself. In fact, I really do like who I am. I know who I am and I like who I am. The message I got about self love growing up was that if you liked yourself, you were like conceited. If you liked yourself, you were arrogant. And there was almost like a, oh gosh, she likes herself, or like not like it was like a bad thing, which is so weird. You would think that if you like yourself, people would like be like, wow, that's great, and high-fiving and encouragement. But I found that when I liked myself, I upset people. Perhaps it showed them that they didn't like themselves. I don't know. But my confidence upset people. So I had to take that somewhere, I mean, I had a lot of rejection. I had a lot of, it was hard. I'll go into that probably in more segments, but yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging. And so thank God I lived in Hawaii. And like I said, the islands loved me. So I had a place to go. And escape became one of my coping mechanisms. And then, of course, I found alcohol, and that was like, phew, that really worked. So I'm, in high school, and now I'm like totally in my self-destruction mode and drinking, and I'm just entangled dysfunctional relationships and trying to figure it all out. And I'm now living in Los Angeles, and I'm there to try and make my dreams come true. And I'm dating a guy who is like had 3 DUIs and was going to be going to jail. And I thought, oh my God, this is my soulmate and I love you. This is the one. And this guy told me, if you ever tell me to stop drinking, I'm going to leave you. And I was like, well, why would I do that? Because I don't want to stop drinking. So I told him, sure, that works for me. And then suddenly, he totally dumped me. And when he dumped me, I said to myself, oh, he's going to come back, because they always come back. He's going to come back, and I'm going to be ready this time. So I heard a voice that said, Fiona, you can't tell him to get sober unless you're sober. And I was like, oh, fuck. A friend of mine at the time, she directed me to Al-Anon. And I'm in Al-Anon, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is totally this guy I'm dating. This is it. I mean, he is the alcoholic, right? And then I was like, oh my God, these are all my friends. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, this is my dad. Oh my God. Like, I'm learning about alcoholism. I'm learning out what it all means. And suddenly the finger was like, and I was like, are you kidding me? I did not want to get sober. I didn't. I wanted to outsmart him, but I didn't really want to get sober. But so as I'm like in Al-Anon, and I'm, working it out, scaring all the sweet little ladies in Al-Anon, this gentleman came up to me and he goes, honey, I think you're in the wrong room. And he took me over to AA. And that's where I felt like I had my first surrender. I was sitting there angry, my arms crossed, like, I can't believe I'm in AA. This is the worst. I just started to suddenly cry. That guy was the catalyst of a journey that I never even knew I wanted. And the reason why this is connected to self-love was because that was the one thing I did not expect in sobriety. I did not expect self-esteem. I didn't expect that by putting down alcohol, that this was me walking more and more towards loving myself. And believe me, getting sober was not easy for me. I wasn't a happy candidate. There were people betting that I wouldn't make it. I had a sponsor who was like, could you just go drink already? You're driving me crazy. I mean, I was a piece of work. I was a real piece of work. What I started noticing in sobriety was that I started changing. I started feeling different. And again, something inside knew. If you want to become your highest potential, you need to get out of your own way. You need to take this road less traveled, because it was, at the time, I'm in my early 20s. People are like, what the heck are you doing? I had to change all my friends. At the time, my family did not understand. I did it alone. I did it alone. But there was something that kept me coming back again and again because it's the love. They say something in sobriety, we'll love you until you can love yourself. And I believe that. I believe that. I still believe that. So I'm getting sober. And I'm like, well, fuck. If I'm not drinking, I'm going to start smoking. So I start smoking again. And I'm smoking cigarettes and I'm going out on the deck with the cool kids, in the meetings. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm smoking. And then it was suddenly, I remember one day in my first year, I'm like taking a drag of a cigarette and I heard the voice be saying, I hate myself. And every time I took a drag, it was like, I hate myself. And I was like, what the heck? Like this was like a mantra of self-loathing. I have to stop. So I let go of cigarettes for the time. And now I'm sitting here 25 years later, sober, not perfect, but definitely someone who is one day at a time, not giving up on herself. So my question for you is, where did the struggle start? Where did the struggle start in not loving yourself? When did you feel it? When did you become conscious of it? And in your life now, how do you see that still playing out? Right? Because I do believe everything becomes a choice point. We live our life, right? And it's always going to be like, am I going to move forward or am I going to hold myself back? Am I going to step into love or am I going to withhold? So I want you to scan your life right now and I want you to think about, when did that start for you? When did it start for you to withhold love from yourself? And did it change? Has it evolved? What do you do to love yourself today? To me, I think loving myself is being current with what's moving through me. Loving myself is being honest with what I'm going through, honest in my relationships. Loving myself has now, and this has taken me a long time. Loving myself is trusting myself when I know I don't feel good here and I gotta go. That's taken me a long time. I'm getting better at it, but it's taken a while. It's kind of like if I think about self love like a piggy bank, right? Every day I need to make a deposit. And can I do it in a way that's not going to be tense? Like, I don't know about you, but I can get really tense about certain things, right? Like self love could be working out, right? But is that sometimes like loving yourself, or is that sometimes turns into like punishing yourself? Self love sometimes looks like, okay, I can have the cookie. And then sometimes it's like, yeah, but is the cookie really love? So I think I want to do a little tapping with you guys right now. We're just going to bring our fingertips underneath our collarbone and we're just going to massage in a circular direction. I just want you to tune in, close your eyes, and just start going within. I want you to think about the topic today of self-love and where you're at with that. So just start tapping on the chest and take a deep breath in with me and exhale out. Repeat after me. I release my need to get this right. I let go of any and all resistance that could be blocking me from loving myself. On the top of that, deep down, I know I'm a good person. Deep down, I know I'm worthy of love. Between the eyes, I'm open to feel whatever I'm feeling right now because I've been through a lot. I've come a long way and I'm still here. On the side of the eyes, I don't have to do this perfectly. In fact, I release all desire to be perfect because I am lovable just because I exist. Underneath the eyes. There was a time when I struggled loving myself. Underneath the nose. And the message I got around loving myself was, and what was the message you got? Say out loud. The message I got was, underneath the lip. And that really affected me. In fact, that message became the way I moved through life. Under the chest. And I want you now to think about the surroundings you had growing up. Like, who was around you? What was the environment like? I want you to tune in to anyone around you who you could see struggled loving themselves. Who struggled loving themselves? And just say their name out loud. Or just nod your head if you know who it is. It's possible lots of people struggle loving themselves. Underneath their ribs. It's possible I'm not the only one. On the side of the ribs, it's possible I come from a long line of people who struggle with loving themselves. Inside the wrist, so I'm open to love and forgive myself. I'm open to love and forgive others for doing their best. Onto the thumb. I'm ready to heal this. I'm ready to lean into what I do know. And what do you know about yourself? I know I am. And say 3 things that you know you are. I know I am kind. I'm loving. I'm a good listener. I know I'm a good friend, a good partner. I have a big heart. I know that I'm here for a reason, to spread light, to help others, to be of service, to be my best self. I know. What do you know? On the index finger. So I'm going to be patient with myself. I'm going to be kind to myself. I move through this one step at a time. On the middle finger. Today I choose to love myself. I'm just going to choose it. I'm going to choose to love myself. And let that be okay. Let that be enough. Loving myself looks like, and say out loud, what does that look like for you? Loving myself looks like giving myself a break, go for a swim, be with my animals, love my children. Loving myself looks like making myself a hot chocolate, watching Harry Potter. Say out loud, loving myself looks like, and just, what is it today? It'll be different tomorrow. Opposite side of the ring finger. So I'm going to give that to myself. Because deep down I know I'm worthy. I know I deserve this. And the more I love myself, the more that energy radiates out through my auric field. All around me, people feel it. Inside the pinky finger. And if they don't like it, that's really none of my business. I'm doing this for me. This works for me. And I just want you to imagine now living your life, making a daily choice to love yourself, to take care of yourself, to honor yourself, staying in your lane, right? Can't do this for anybody else. It's got to be just for you. You are the example. You are the lighthouse. You are the inspiration. On the side of the hand, I want you to imagine like living like this for like 3 months. How does your life change? How does your relationships change? What new opportunities come to you? What new clarity comes through? Repeat after me. I allow myself to feel good. Back on the top of the head. I allow myself to enjoy this. between the eyes. I'm going to give this to myself. I'm worthy. I deserve this because I know. Say what you know. I know I am. I'm a good person. On the side of the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Underneath the eyes. Today I let it go and I let it be. And so it is. Thanks. Thanks for being here. You're on the right path. And I believe in you. Take care. I'm all, this is what this is. Okay. I don't even know what this is. Am I going to step more towards loving myself or step away from it? You okay, boo-boo? You okay? All right. Let's try this again.